He sits in your room, his tomb with a fistful of tacks, preoccupied with his vengeance, cursing the dead that can't answer him back. I see that he has no intention of looking your way, unless it's to say that he needs you to test his inventions. Can you please crawl out your window? Use your arms and your legs, it won't ruin you. How can you say he will haunt you? You can go back to him anytime you want to. He looks so truthful. Is this how he feels? Trying to peel the moon and expose it with his business-like anger and his bloodhounds that near. If he needs a foot aid, he just grows it. He just needs you to talk, or to hand him his chop, or pick it up after he throws it. Yes, can you please crawl out your window? Use your arms and your legs, it won't ruin you. How can you say he will haunt you? You can go back to him anytime you want to. He looks so righteous, while your face is so changed. Are you frightened of the box you keep him in? Well, his genocide fools and his friends rearrange their religion of the little 10 women. Yes, that backs up their views, but your face is so bruised. Come on out, the dark is just beginning. Hey, can you please crawl out your window? Use your arms and your legs, it won't ruin you. How can you say he will haunt you? You can go back to him anytime you want to. cry. See no use in wondering why I cried for you. And now you change your mind. See no reason to change my cry. It's true. You're giving me the same old line. I wondering why. You hurt me then. You're back again. No, not a second time. You're giving me the same old line. I wondering why. You hurt me then. You're back again. No, not a second time. Not a second time. Not a second time. Not a second time.
Well, I'm just an aging drummer boy in the wars I used to play. I've called the tune to many a torture session. Now they say me war criminal are fading away. Father, please hear my confession. Well, I've legalized robbery, called it belief. I have run with the money, hid like a thief. I have rewritten history with my armies and my crooks, invented memories. I did burn all the books, and I can still hear his laughter, I can still hear his song. The man's too big, the man's too strong. Well, I've tried to be meek and I've tried to be mild, but I spat like a woman and I sulked like a child. I have hid behind walls which have made me alone, striven for peace which I never have known. I can still hear his laughter, I can still hear his song. The man's too big, the man's too strong. Well, the sun rose on the courtyard, they all did hear him say, "You always was Judas, but I got you anyway. You may have got your silver, but I swear upon my life, your sister gave me diamonds, and I give them to your wife. Oh, Father, please help me, for I have done wrong. The man's too big, the man's too strong. Dutchman's not the kind of man to keep his thumb jammed in the dam that holds his dreams in. But that's a secret only Margaret knows. When Amsterdam is golden in the morning, Margaret brings him breakfast. She believes him. He thinks the tulips bloom beneath the snow. As mad as he can be, but Margaret only sees that sometimes. Sometimes she sees her unborn children in his eyes. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. The Dutchman still wears wooden shoes. His cap and his coat are patched with the love that Margaret sewed in. Sometimes he thinks he's still in Rotterdam. He watches tugboats down canals. He calls out to them when he thinks he knows the captain. Till Margaret comes to take him home again, through unforgiving streets which trip him, although she holds his arm. Sometimes he thinks that he's alone and calls her name. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. winds his muffler tighter. They sit in the kitchen. Tea with whiskey keeps away the dew. He sees her for a moment, he calls her name, she makes the bed up, humming some old love song. Margaret learned the tune when it was very new. The Dutchman hums a line or two. They hum together in the night. The Dutchman falls asleep and Margaret blows the candle out. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. My hometown is dark and restless now. It's not how I remembered it at all. When I sat and I watched the flowers grow, the streets are crumbling away. The orange moon slips my mind between howling dog days. Sometimes I can't think straight. There's too much clutter in my path. I stubbed my toe and limp in pain. My hands are beginning to shake. I'm like the streets through which I pass. Soon I too shall crumble away. Creaking crowds cross in weary tracks as the ashes smash into the rug in ragged spirals of lost breaths. Dizziness, slow dizziness, dreaming away. Be careful not to dream too far, for your heart to be smashed with reality. Spidery fingers of frost press against my window. The children of Heth stand on the white cloud below. The winter's breath spreads its long thread-like strands of flower death across the frost-bitten land. The summer seems ethereal in its winding mesh of breezy branches in windy spiral. shouting at the children of hell. The wordless cry of the tortured mute on the pinpoint cliff of death. The sigh of the prostitute only excites the children of hell. Snow falls freely like the mute in his lifelessness. Wind blows loosely, releasing a sigh, like the whore between the children of hell. Sundown sky of black chloroformed cloth covers chain store cowards on cross-referenced paths. The open land spreads itself deep before the eyes of anyone willing to be held in its moment embrace. Sweet tenderness of life's embrace, light beaming out from smoky blue eyes, lingering upon her face. Mountain fortress crumbles to the ground. The dust billows and creeps away, and it never makes a sound. Honey, allow me one more chance to get along with you. Honey, allow me one more chance, I'd do anything with you.
I'm walking all over my head and my hand, just looking for a woman, need a word man. Just one kind of favor I'll ask you, allow me just one more chance. Honey, just allow me one more chance, ride your airplane. Honey, just allow me one more chance, ride your passenger train. I'm looking all over for a girl like you, can't find the one, so you have to do just one kind of favor I'll ask you, allow me just one more chance. Honey, just allow me one more chance, get along with you. Honey, just allow me one more chance, I'd do anything with you. Well, looking for a woman ain't got no man, like looking for a needle that's lost in sand. Just one kind of favor I'll ask you, allow me just one more chance.
There's a question, throwing fire in the sky, in harmonious rebellion. Questions linger through the lies. The nightingale dressed in satin seeks the silkworm in the night. The velvet pasted to the ceiling attempts to swallow every light. Against her soft and tender body, the night breeze blows to no avail. No wind could ever stop the hunger of the satin nightingale. She spies the silkworm in the window with the tolling of the bells. In the next room a man lay dying, his unair-conditioned hell. The nightingale flies through the window, presses the silkworm to her breast, fondling her prey before the moonlight. She takes him deep into her nest. The nest is warm and made of satin. The early dew begins to drip. The silkworm rises in reaction and sees the shadows slowly slip. Among the shadows in his bedroom, the man drags in his final breath. His soul flies high out through the window and into the darkness and the wet. The nightingale feels it rising lets out a wild moan. She raises her head towards the sky. She swallows down the dead man's soul. The silkworm watches all in wonder. He has succumbed now to her spell. The sky is black with rolling thunder, drowning the clanging of the bells. The nightingale pulls the silkworm from deep within her satin nest, slides him down into her throat, engulfing him in the darkness. In every answer there's a question, throwing fire in the sky. In harmonious rebellion, questions linger through the lies. They were throwing shadows on the night, the disguises of decrepit dreams lie on their roadside memories. Who's to dispute the naked truth? Who's to dispute the naked truth? Caught in a searchlight beam from above, in a moment frozen in their eyes, so lost in their wonderment, not a conscious thought could wake their minds. They were throwing shadows on the night, in the highways ropes that bound their souls. Years trapped the dialogue they spoke, and though they can't recall every word they shared, the feeling is still there. The feeling is still there. It's the last time that I fall in love, and I thank God that it's with you. When our song is over, the world will resound our tune, while throwing shadows on the night. The world throws shadows on the night. We are timeless, we are time. We We are darkness, we cast the light, and we throw our shadows on the night. We throw our shadows on the night. Raindrops on the sky, shadows on my mind. When I went out this morning it was foggy outside. Fog sat on my head, now it's foggy inside. And the weeping willow calls my window. Raindrops on my mind, shadows on the sky. Don't talk to strange men, wherever they've been. They'll cut you up and cook you for dinner, whether you're fat or whether you're thinner. Whether they seem safe to be around whoever you've been. Don't talk to strange men. You've dried all the tears off love's two-way mirror. No more shadows on the sky, no more raindrops on my mind, no more raindrops on the sky, no more shadows on my mind, no more weeping willow on my window. All life itself, you are love's result. I'm going down to Rosemary's. She never does me wrong. She puts it to me plain as day, gives it to me for a song. It's a wicked life, but what the hell? Ah, everybody's got to eat. I'm just the same as anyone else when it comes to scratching for my meat. Going to Acapulco, going on the run. Going down to see soft good, going to have some fun. Yeah, going to have some fun. Now whenever I get up and can't find what I need, I just make it down to Rosemary's, get something quick to eat. Oh, it's not a bad way to make a living, and I ain't complaining none.
joke, well, I just say no thanks. I try to tell it like it is and keep away from pranks. Well, sometime, you know, when the well breaks down, I just go pump on it some. Rosemary, she likes to go to big places and just sit there waiting for me to come. Going to Acapulco, going on the run, going